Hey everybody, welcome back. Outside in the garden today, in the food forest. And well, it's not raining at the moment, so I thought I would plant a couple things. And I made a couple observations. One of them is this really ragged looking citrus tree is a seedling that I started from a Satsuma. And I left this outside because I have two of them. So I wanted to experiment with one of them just to see what happens. And it hit 18 degrees Fahrenheit over this winter. And I don't think this is dead. You know, the stems look green still. I mean, the leaves look totally destroyed, but I think this is going to come back. So I'm going to wait until probably a couple weeks from now, and I'll post it. I'll add to this video just to see what happens to it. But yeah, I'm fairly positive about these Satsuma seedlings that I started. I have one inside that's getting pretty big. I'm thinking of grafting it. And this one I left outside just as an experiment to see how much cold they could take. And it seems to be a lot. So, especially because they're in little containers and the roots are exposed, you know, much more than if they were in the ground. So I think I think these are gonna work here, which is pretty cool. So I also planted some blue Tanoaks way over there in the like hottest, not the hottest, but like it's very, very dry soil over there. It's like over there on the, I guess, the east side. We'll see what happens with those because they like dry, rocky, nasty soil. And then I was checking out the monkey puzzle trees just to see how they're doing. And they look really good. So go check those out. So this is the one that seems to be not doing the best. Like out of all three that I've planted, this one seems to be hanging out the most. I think it's okay though. Like the leaves look green, and something that I saw before I planted them because they were dried out was the leaves were kind of like bent inward, but now they're kind of spread out. So I think they're looking much happier. And these are, I think, 5 years old. Well, hi Daisy. Daisy's coming to hang out with us. I think they're 5 years old because they seem to put out like one whorl per year. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think this is year 5. So this one looks okay. And then we'll check out the other one. This is the one I was also a bit worried about because some of the leaves had actually died. And I know these are pretty drought tolerant, so that's kind of saying something. Here, look, this branch died, and this branch looked like it was having trouble. But again, after I planted it, now they're looking much happier. So I think it's gonna grow out of this. This leaf's probably dead. It's tough to touch these things, they're so sharp. Yeah, and then the third monkey puzzle is way over there, and it's doing really, really good. Let's check that out real quick. Okay, check this out. This one is looking really, really good. It's definitely the most vigorous one I've got. Again, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In fact, this might be even a year older. I don't know, because this looks like 1, this looks like 2, this looks like 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6. I don't know. I got them from Burt Ridge Nursery, and I assumed they were all the same age, but maybe they're not. We'll see. But again, leaves are far out now, and they look much healthier than they did before. So I'm excited about what happens to this year. I'm assuming it's going to put on tons of growth, which would be awesome. And then they will be the long-term overstory for back here. And I told my daughter yesterday that when she's my age, these will start making nuts. So last but not least, I'll check out the Blue Tanoaks. And I've got two sets of Tanoaks, just one in the north side of of the property, and this is on the east. We'll see how they do. Here's a pomegranate that I planted. We'll see how that does in the spring. Yeah, these are the blue tanoaks. They stay about 4 feet or less, and they make pretty large size nuts. So I planted them over here because, well, they're not shaded, but they are shaded as far as the rain goes. This is generally a very dry spot here. Soil's generally pretty darn bad. Dry, kind of gritty. I think that's what they like. So we'll see. I've got them in 2 different spots now. And I think I spent like 20 bucks for all the seedlings that I started, which I think I've got like 3 here, and there's like 5 over there, and I think there's like 2 in the front that I haven't even planted yet. So that's pretty good. You know, if it only costs you like $2 per plant, you can experiment. So that's that. We'll see how they do. And then this is a pomegranate. This is I think Parfionka, which I'm really excited about this one. Let's see. Of course, I can't read the tag now. RC, I don't know what that means. Well, I'll have to look at Holly's diagram again, but I'm pretty sure this is Parfionka. Although it could be that we planted that one in the front. Either way, I think this is looking good. Yeah. It's hard to tell with pomegranates. They have this habit where they look like their stems are dead, but they're not, which is weird. Let's see what happens. Like, yeah, they look shriveled out a little bit. But they come back. So I don't know. Maybe that's just their habit. All right. So next thing is I'm gonna go check out how the cactus and seedlings are doing in the basement, and that's it. Thanks for hanging out.